watching the best. Fox 10 News at 9.
Now at 9, a brutal bee attack sends a Valley man to the hospital. The pain so bad that he passed out.
A West Valley church complex is badly damaged by a fire. We talked to the pastor about cleaning up and moving on.
And following monsoon weather at Havasupai Falls, the search for a missing woman swept away comes to an end. And we begin with a Fox 10 News alert in northern Arizona. The search for a missing Gilbert woman comes to a heartbreaking end tonight. That's right. Search and rescue teams found the body of 33-year-old Shanoa Nickerson today. She was swept away by floodwaters 3 days ago near Havasupai Falls. Air and ground units searched the 22-mile stretch of the Colorado River up that way. The National Park Service confirms her body was found nearly 19 miles downstream from where she disappeared. It's at the confluence of Havasu Creek and the Colorado River. Monsoon storms on Thursday brought catastrophic flooding to Havasupai, with many hikers running for their lives. Take a look. And it all happened so quickly. Several hikers tell us the waters turned from aqua blue to a roaring mud flow in less than an hour. Nickerson's husband Andrew says the couple was hiking when they were swept away. Andrew was rescued and called for help from a satellite phone. Her family released this statement tonight. Shanoa's light will forever be a part of all of us, and we will ensure that her spirit continues to shine brightly. Her memory will never fade, and we will honor her by carrying forward the joy and love she brought into all of our lives. 104 people, hikers and tribal members, were rescued on Friday and Saturday. The Arizona National Guard provided a Black Hawk helicopter to get them out of the canyon. A Valley landscaper is lucky to be alive after a bee attack. It happened Wednesday at a home in Gilbert. Nicole Christine joins us live tonight with details of the scary situation. What happened, Nicole?
Yeah, Brian and Ashley, it was scary indeed. And I'll tell you what, Luis Navarro, he is a really beloved worker. He works with several families that live down this road here in Gilbert, and he suffered the brunt of this bee attack. Doctors telling him that he was just minutes away from dying.
It was absolute chaos.
What started as a normal afternoon at the Sawtell home quickly turned terrifying this past Wednesday.
My family was in the backyard, a bunch of kids in the pool, my parents were over, and Luis came running in from the back where he was attacked by bees, and he was yelling, "Michael, Michael, 911.
Luis was finishing up his landscaping work at the home when the bees attacked, stinging him roughly 300 times all over his body.
He just got bombarded with them. So he ran to try to get help. Mike's wife told him, jump in the pool. And he said it made it even worse. He said he was only up to his waist. He was trying to splash them off, but they just ended up starting to cover him.
Luis ended up in the front yard where he passed out from the pain, but not before he prayed for his life.
He was just covered with bees, and he just said, God, don't let me die like this. This would be the worst way to die.
After a 2-day hospital stay, Luis was released and now can share how blessed he feels to be alive and able to get back to work soon. Mike started a GoFundMe to help with Luis's hospital bills and any income missed during his recovery, saying the beloved landscaper is always thinking of others, even in his own trying times.
In his absolute angelic just mentalities in the hospital, he's laying in the hospital bed, just drugged up, saying, I think God put me in the way so your kids wouldn't get stung. I think I was taking all of this sting so no one else would, which if you didn't love him already, that'll make you.
Yeah, Luis, certainly a lovable guy. Really glad that he is making a recovery. Luis and Mike both said that their biggest takeaway from this entire ordeal is all that they learned about killer bees. The biggest thing being if they are to attack or you're in an area where they're attacking, run inside, run into a garage. Do not try to hose yourself off or get into any water, as we saw that made everything worse for Luis. And they also said any kids, make sure that they know those rules and guidelines as well. Reporting live tonight in Gilbert, Nicole Christine, Fox 10 News.
Nicole, thank you. A 2-year-old is rushed to the hospital tonight after nearly drowning in a bathtub. It happened at a mobile home community in Avondale near Dysart and Van Buren. Fire crews were told she was in the water for an unknown amount of time, but was conscious on the way to the hospital. Avondale PD is investigating. A suspect is behind bars tonight accused of murder in Mesa. Police arrested
arrested 39-year-old Antonio Marquez Mora on Saturday. A 911 caller reported a man having a seizure near Mesa Drive and Main Street. It turns out he had been shot and died at the scene. The victim's identity has not been released. Witnesses led officers to Mora in a nearby parking lot, and police say he confessed to the killing, calling it an accident. He's facing charges of second-degree murder.
New details tonight about a triple shooting in South Phoenix. Police tell us 30-year-old Jeremy Cara was killed. It happened early Saturday morning near 19th Avenue in Dobbins. Officers found 3 people suffering from gunshot wounds. A man and woman are expected to survive. Detectives believe the suspects got away on 19th Avenue, but there's no description of a car at this time and no word on a possible motive either. If you can help, call Silent Witness at 480-WITNESS. West Valley Church complex is badly damaged after a fast-moving fire.
Yeah, flames destroying the building that's used for all of their outreach efforts to the community.
Still have a little fire from a cooler on the second floor.
The fire started early this morning at the Alhambra Beloved Community Church near 19th Avenue in Glen Rosa.
Yeah, so we got a call about 3 o'clock in the morning last night, and our gymnasium caught fire. And so the fire department, man, we could not be more thankful for our city teams.
Church staff say nearly 100 firefighters responded. Phoenix Fire telling us flames broke out in the gymnasium and spread to several classrooms. Crews kept the fire from spreading to other buildings on campus.
A lot of outreach goes out through our gymnasium, and so that's going to be the biggest part going forward.
The fire has upended the church's outreach efforts like heat relief programs. But Pastor Wayne Winter says the congregation is looking ahead and hoping for volunteers to help clean up the mess.
It looks like a total loss. Going inside there, everything is just so charred. The roof is charred. From the roof to the ground.
No one was hurt, and the pastors still held services today despite damage to their buildings.
We have videos, so we've given them into the authorities who are combing through all the videos.
The cause is under investigation.
The Harris Walls campaign opens a new office in the West Valley. The doors open today in Sun City. The goal is to host training sessions for volunteers, canvass kickoffs, and host volunteer recruiting events.
We are not just speaking to Democrats, we are speaking to independents, we are speaking to Republican voters, and it's about a uniting message because we don't have too many days before ballots drop.
This is the 14th office for the Arizona Democratic Coordinated Campaign.
Defendants in the fake electors case head to court tomorrow. 11 Arizona Republicans are accused of submitting a document that falsely declared Donald Trump the winner of the 2020 election in Arizona. Joe Biden won the state by about 11,000 votes. Lorraine Pellegrino pled guilty to 1 count of filing a false document, and former Trump lawyer Jenna Ellis had charges dropped in exchange for her testimony.
A Chandler family is getting creative to help families cover the cost of Little League sports. The Bracamani sisters started the Willis Flower Wagon. It's a self-serve flower stand to raise money for sports fees. The girls wake up every morning to fill the wagon with vases, bracelets, and keychains, and the money goes to other families to keep kids active.
Would love to do, if we continue to have the success that we've seen so far, is to ultimately turn this into some sort of nonprofit, and so that we can contribute and to give back to youth sports in Arizona, not just for our kids, but for kids across the valley.
And the Willis Flower Wagon is at the northwest corner of McQueen and Willis Road in Chandler.
Just ahead at 9, a 39-year-old woman is killed after her SUV plummets 1,000 feet off of a mountain north of the valley. New developments in the case tonight.
Plus, beyond the Harris-Trump battle, it's the fight to control the House of Representatives. We look at the playing field coming up.
And Hurricane Hone hammering Hawaii. Lots more after the break.